What's up, guys? We're back again. It's the Dadbods Golf Pod. We got Kyle, we got Ben, we got Nate, we got triple top button energy Sunday going.
I feel like I got smarter. I think I got smarter just by doing this today.
Yes.
Ben, I think you're missing your middle one. That's a whole different vibe you got.
You skipped the whole button, Ben.
Did I really?
I think so.
I'm not used to this.
You're going every other. Yeah. Oh, lock.
I'm usually in, since I'm not a member anywhere, I'm usually in tank tops and jean shorts wherever I'm playing.
Cargos, big cargo guy.
Yeah, I'm a big cargo guy.
Plenty of breakfast balls to fit in the cargo shorts.
I don't think I've ever owned a pair of cargo shorts. And somebody asked me that about a week ago. They were like, "Man, have you seen the new cargo shorts?" I was like, "I don't know that I've ever worn any."
The new cargo shorts.
New cargo shorts.
Yeah, there's like new ones that are out.
Was it more pockets? What is it? Zipper fly?
You can't make them any worse, you know?
They were, apparently they were nice enough that I was supposed to go check them out so I could go buy some since I've never bought any before. But no.
Ben, do you have a pair of those pants where you can like zip them off and like just turn them into shorts with a zipper?
No, but I played with the caddy at Stream Song had the zipper pants, and we started making fun of him. And he had a legit reason for having them with him being a Stream Song. Like the days that the wind's not blowing, it's like 130 degrees out there. He unzips them and takes them off. And I was like,
when the wind starts blowing, it drops 60 degrees.
Exactly.
Tough look. Still a tough look. So, hey, in case you didn't miss it, or in case you did miss it, like Nate missed it on Friday.
Yeah.
We had probably the best interview you could possibly ever have.
No doubt.
Mr. Boo Weekley.
Huge.
3-time PGA Tour champ, Ryder Cup champ. And guys, he just absolutely unloaded on everyone. Everyone. It was great. It was classic Boo. And the fans, our followers, they couldn't get enough. It was just broke records on downloads. It was awesome. Nate, I know you probably had a chance to listen. What was the top takeaway?
I've listened to it twice. I've got my new Booisms. Cal Cooter.
Cal Cooter.
Forever what I'll be calling it. Yeah. And then I'm going to start referring to anything about my personality as my demeanor, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
And I'm bringing Pansy back along with Boo. I mean, I haven't called anybody a Pansy since middle school, but Nick Faldo and the rest of them Euros, pansies.
Bunch of pansies. Love it.
But I just imagine you're the cop and he comes in, he's like, "Hey, I know Kung Fu," and you're like, "God, what is this? This guy's on tour."
That's how we introduce ourselves.
Is this like the caddy's assistant? Like they didn't even think him as passing as a caddy, probably. Like they were like, "What? Who is this guy? Is he a family member? Is he a family member they let in the team room? What is this?"
Yes, this is like the crazy uncle.
And like when you say it, like when you first say it, like when you hear it and you say it back in your head, you're like, this dude just tells these people he knows Kung Fu. Kung Fu.
Yeah, Kung Fu.
And then you're like, who said that? Boo Weekley. Oh, okay. It makes total sense. It makes 100% sense.
The best is he looks up on TV and he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that."
Does Boo not seem like that kind of guy where you're like, "Oh, Boo, you ain't doing that."
Oh my God.
Wasn't going to, but now that you said that.
So, listen, Nate,
I think I will.
You missed one of the best parts, Nate, and we did put it in the promo, but it was not in the pod. Like before we got started, we said, "Now, are you about ready?" And he said, "Yep, hold on, let me grab a dip." And like he disappears for like 10 minutes.
He hung up on us.
And Kyle and I were like, "Is he there?" And then you could hear him in the background, like doing stuff. And then all of a sudden, dead air. And we were like, "There's no way he's calling back." Like we just messed up.
That's it. We had our shot. It's over.
Yeah. That's it. But then he called back. And so we were pretty excited then. But yeah, when he said, "Hold on, before we get started, I got to grab a dip." And
that was so funny.
Pinch it. I got to pinch of snuff. I got to get a pinch of snuff.
That's my
you could hear it. You could set a clock to it, like every 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yeah. That was great.
I wouldn't have had it any other way. I wouldn't have had any other.
You want an interview with Boo with no snuff? Come on.
Yeah, no. Exactly. Probably my favorite part, and this reminded me of Talladega Nights. I don't know if y'all remember the scene where the Ricky Bobby, Will Ferrell as Ricky Bobby, he's talking to his the boss, and he's like, "With all due respect,
Yes.
and then he just rips him. All I could think about was when Boo would say, "Now I love so and so,
Don't get me wrong.
but don't get me wrong.
Don't get me
But
wrong.
I love so and so. Don't get me wrong, but ripped him apart.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love Nick Faldo, but he's a pansy.
He's a
Yeah.
pansy.
It just ain't in my demeanor to hate anybody.
It ain't in my
And-
demeanor. Yeah.
I'm gonna start referring to myself as my damn self.
My dad.
I think he's a pansy, my damn self. But I don't know if he was like dissing himself right then. Like it seemed like he was.
No, he
No,
was
he was
awesome.
not. No, he was
And
not.
listen,
It was
the
I've
awesome.
heard
best
that
was-
one before. I've heard
and-
that one before.
And
Yeah.
even at the end, I mean, the fact that he's like, y'all call me anytime. And I honestly think we could call him once a week and he'd probably talk to us.
we could call him right now. I think he would probably answer.
He'd probably,
Yeah,
he'd,
We're
he may not
not.
be awake, but yeah.
We're not.
number
but,
one, he would answer and he would probably chastise us about airing all of it. Cause we, at one point, if you notice, we said, we may have to cut some of this out. No, I don't mean to get y'all in trouble. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth.
like when he started kind of semi ripping on Augusta, I was like looking up, listening for helicopters. I'm
Oh,
thinking,
that was awesome.
there's like people about to swing in through the windows and snatch my laptop and take it away. And
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And then you tried to get him to say his other least favorite course. He's like, I've already said
No.
it. Like I ain't.
Yeah, he
there
would
ain't,
not say
there ain't
another.
another one. There
there-
ain't
yeah.
another one.
There is no other course that
And
makes
then
him
you
as
said
mad as
Augusta, and he said, "You said that, not me."
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, you don't see him much anymore, but I won't be able to see Justin Leonard on television anymore without thinking of him
without
jumping up and
thinking
down
of
like a
that voice.
chihuahua.
Okay, so
Thinking-
I got a Justin Leonard story. Justin Leonard, I have never liked Justin Leonard. And if he's watching this, and the reason being, we go to the
Don't get me
Buick
wrong.
the Buick Invitational used to be at Callaway over in Pine Mountain. Don't get me wrong, I love Justin Leonard as an analyst, but the Buick Invitational, before it became the AT&T and they picked up Tiger and it had to move to a bigger course, was held right next door in Columbus, Georgia at Pine Mountain. And so we followed them one day, and the biggest names at the time was VJ and Justin were playing in the same group. And so we followed him probably about 9 or 10 holes. He hit out of turn. He was cussing people in the crowd. He was the biggest jerk. And at that time, I kind of liked him because this was after the Ryder Cup. This was after he made the putt at the Ryder
Crazy
Cup.
shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, at this point, I love him. And then my old roommate and like 3 or 4 other buddies that were with us, we were like, what a jerk. Like we pulled against him from there on out. Except in the Ryder Cup. When he played in the Ryder Cup, we pulled for him. But every other tournament, if he was like in the lead and he 3-putted or he shot himself out of it, we're like, oh, that's what a shame. Hate that.
So if you look up like mentors of Patrick Reed, maybe if Justin Leonard's on there.
Oh, there's no
could be.
doubt.
He could be.
Yes, he was like
Taught him the rules.
He was probably the sophisticated Patrick Reed without the cheating. I don't think he cheated except for the hitting out of turn. But he would tell him, he'd go, I'm going to go ahead and hit. He didn't say, is it okay if I hit? Is it, if you're busy, let me, do you want me to go ahead? Like he
That's an
yelled
alpha
across
move.
Yeah.
Alpha
He yelled at VJ.
Yeah.
One time, VJ was over near us on the right side of the rough, and
Got to
VJ
show him
was,
his boss.
he was looking at his clubs. He was trying to decide what he was going to hit. And then all of a sudden you just hear Justin over there chirping. He goes, I'm going to go ahead. And I was like, it's not.
That sounds
your
like
turn, bro.
Kepka, something like Kepka would do to Bryson if they're playing the group. Like, hey,
Yeah. But with
There
Bryson,
is
I
no
totally
bigger
understand
alpha.
it. Yeah.
There's no bigger alpha than Justin Leonard. Period.
Yes. He's a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
jumping up and down like a chihuahua. Well, Boo
Hey,
Weekley's
hey,
got
what's
Lee
going on?
Westwood bent over the pool table.
I like. Yeah. Did you like his
His
voice
hand on
too?
his
That he
throat.
did. His voice.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, guys. What are you doing?
I love how he kept saying AK. Like AK was in there. Like, Anthony Kim was just ready to brawl.
Oh yeah. I mean, guys, I feel like we should try to get AK now. I mean, like, is that not the next
Sounds
move
like he's
here?
got some
I mean,
time on his
Boo is-
hands. Yeah.
Boo is
sounds like-
buddies with AK, which is the most unlikely friendship I would have thought that ever existed. Would be Boo.
I think
and
that just
Anthony
about
Kim.
every friendship that Boo has is one of the most unlikely friendships
That's a
that ever
very
existed.
good point.
Now, if you go out to his land, there's probably some guys he hangs out with that may kind of make a little bit more sense. But on tour, yeah.
Yes. So Nate, he gave you so were you happy to find out that the riding, are you glad you saw Happy Gilmore now? So
yeah, I would have felt real left out. And is it funny that the cops are watching Happy Gilmore at the Ryder Cup, like it's on TV, and then the PGA Tour Pro comes in, he's like, "Oh man, that's awesome! I'm gonna sit in here and watch this with you guys for a little bit."
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
Nick Faldo called it the most disrespectful thing he'd ever seen in golf.
Yeah,
and you know how he's like, he has it. He knows he has to smoke that driver. He doesn't get to do it. Like he talked about, he's like, "Man, I just knew if I put it right by that tree." And as soon as I saw it going there, man, I mean, he was riding his driver like before the ball even landed.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Called a shot.
Now let's talk about something that I am still in awe that he shared, because I feel like I'm pretty avid golf news.
You got to be
guy.
talking
Like,
about Furyk.
I follow storylines. I feel like I'm up to date on everything. I can't believe there was a fight after the Ryder Cup, and we have never heard about it. Never heard about it.
Not till the Dadbods Golf Pod episode.
On the Dadbod Golf Pod.
And that the leader,
the enforcer,
of said fight, the enforcer was Jim Furyk.
Could be a school bus driver.
Fan for life now.
or an insurance adjuster, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a science teacher. He wouldn't be the bus driver. He'd be like a science teacher or a history teacher or something. Yeah, there's no chance. He's not even a coach. He's not even cool enough to be the coach.
No, he like
jumps
wears
up
a
on the
vest
table.
and a tie.
He jumps up on a table and does the
move.
The triple X.
He called it the triple X move from WWF. Like that to me, if there's video of that, like nowadays there would have been a Snapchat, there would have been a Twitter, Periscope, Instagram Live. There would have been something.
How about the boss move though? He walks in and in order to shut everybody up, he unplugs the jukebox.
Like it's like 1970s saloon.
That's like Roadhouse.
That is exactly like Roadhouse.
I feel like we should have had a soundbite playing when we replayed the pod that when he did that, when he said he unplugs the jukebox, we should have had like record scratching, like
yeah. Yes.
Just some sad song to the Europe, because it was after they beat him. Like they beat him in the Ryder Cup and then they go fight him.
Yeah, that's boss move. Boss move. I beat you on the course. You've been talking crap. Now I'm about to come.
You ought not have said those things you were saying.
He still wouldn't say what Westwood wrote around their room, like what he wrote, like the message he said. I'm still curious.
I got to look that up. I didn't really understand that part. I want to say it had to be something that Westwood said that was written in a story or something like that. Like, surely he's not like Westwood wrote on like a dry erase board.
I think that's what happened. I think that, and because I had heard this rumor before that Westwood had gone and like signed some of their memorabilia with like nasty messages on it. I'd never heard about the fight, but I did hear that something was going on of that nature, or the whiteboard or chalkboard, what was ever up at the time. I mean, I don't know, but I wish he would have gone more into detail on that.
Well, you know what? We need Lee Westwood. Hey, Lee, you're playing good
defend
golf
yourself.
Right now.
Yeah.
You need to get on here and defend yourself.
Here's your chance.
Because my image of you is Boo having you bent over a table or something like that. Whatever something he said. That's
hand
my
around his throat.
Right,
shirt, throat. You know, he didn't send it.
Yeah, he wouldn't give us a. He at first he said throat, and he shirt. I mean shirt.
Yeah, shirt, not his throat. Yeah,
he didn't know if statute of limitations were over or not. It would get prosecuted or not.
Backtrack real quick. Shirt is in the throat area, so I mean,
it is.
Whatever. Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff you're going to get with the Dad Bod Golf Pod. We threw out that we were from the same area that Boo was, and it was just no holds barred from there on out. He just
started dropping names.
Yes.
It took him to the end of the podcast to realize you guys don't live there anymore. Like, he's like, man, I'll drive to Bruton. It ain't that far, you know? I'll meet y'all up there.
We're like, actually, we're about 4 hours away now. But
he's like, oh, I got a buddy that sells Cadillacs up there. I'll come see him.
Willie Gaucher.
Willie Gaucher.
Gaucher.
Yeah, so there could be a match coming up soon. So y'all stay tuned.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
So check it out right now. Ben will get there. His box is on the way, but we got Swannies right here. We got
Yes.
Swannies hat, Swannies shirt, top button energy. You got it down here, Nate. You saw his unboxing video on social media, which was absolutely hilarious. I've watched it 1,000 times and I can't stop laughing. The woo got me every time, every single time. Woo!
Shout out to Blaine Barber finishing top 10 this week after I got my unboxing. I'm just saying, what up? He got his Blaine Barber on.
Hey, ever since he's come on this show, he has been on a tear. So
yes,
just not saying, I'm just saying. But anyway, Swannies.co, coupon code Dadbod Golf Pod -25. Take 25% off your next order. You can look just as good as me or Nate right now, as we think we do in our head. You can get that top button energy going. Do you a cool unboxing video.
Yeah, speaking of that, I can't do this.
Ben's not a fan.
Whoa.
I got a
top button energy gone.
That's for the ladies watching.
We gotta let the hamburger meat hang out.
That's right.
Oh man. So check them out. Swannies.co, Dadbod Golf Pod -25. Take 25% off your next order. So Ben does not seem to be a big fan of the top button energy.
No, I gotta, for the rest of the for the female fans, by the way, those digits are 521-8307, 334-521-8307.
Yeah, that gets you a voicemail. If you're a woman, you want to leave a voicemail for Ben.
That's right.
Yep.
I did that probably right after college. I wore the top button a lot, and I just don't like it anymore. I don't know what it is.
I'll tell you how
I feel like I'm supposed to be at work. That's the thing, is I feel like I'm supposed to be at work. Yeah.
Like last May, I was, the car business and all business last May was pretty wild, May of 2020. And I would do anything. I would grow a mustache. I would do anything to try and create some momentum. And I buttoned my top button on a Saturday, and the guy bought the truck. So I was like, that's it. Every Saturday. We're in. Top button Saturday. I started, and all my buddies started sending them to me every Saturday. I mean, I would have upwards of 10, 12, 15 snaps every day. People would put on their dogs, their little children, like babies with Auburn polos, top button. So TBS. And it kind of became a little bit of a movement. I wrapped it up at the end of the year because, you can keep on beating a dead horse. But anyway, that's where the top button energy comes from for me.
I was a top button guy. I moved away from it because my neck got a little fat, and I was like getting high blood pressure because my shirt would be choking me off. But I lost a few pounds now, and I was like, you know what? Nate's got me on it. I'm going back top button. I'm going back top button.
How'd that work for you today?
Hey,
you played today.
Shot 75. Shot 75 today with
75.
3 birdies and about 32 putts.
3 birdies.
Yeah. And what'd you shoot on Friday?
Shot 76 on Friday. Top button.
76. Whoa. What have you been doing with the putter?
Hey, left hand low.
Yeah.
Top button.
And turkey wraps.
Winning combination.
2-putt machine. And if you get me, I'll roll. I'll throw a 1-putt on you if you don't watch out. I'll throw.
If you shot 76 and 75, that's 36 holes without a turkey wrap. There's just no chance that you have involved turkey wrap in rounds like that.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It was more after I had a turkey wrap after. It was like rewarding myself. A turkey wrap after the round.
Boy, you got to work on
congratulations on your 75. Here's a turkey wrap.
Yeah, you got to work on your rewards, man. We got to do something. We got to take that.
Baby. Hey, we're just happy we're breaking 80 right now. Like, it was a rough month. Last month was a rough month. We had the putting woes, and we sort of kind of got it reeled in a little bit. So we're trying to get in form for the member in October. So we're really trying to nail it down.
Well, the Wyndham Championship wrapped up today.
Yes,
which is the final tour event of the regular season. Which, obviously there's a lot to unpack with what happened today, but being 125 on the list doesn't just get you in the playoffs. Like, it gets you your card next year. Like, that's these guys' jobs on the line. The 126 through 200 goes with the 75 guys from the Korn Ferry Tour, and 150 of them all compete for 25 tour cards.
Exactly.
So that's huge implications for these guys. And before, I know Kyle's about to talk about the playoff, but Chesson Hadley comes in at 132 on the list this week. Goes out in 29 today. Hole in one on 16, wins $1 million Wyndham reward points. Shoots 62. And then at that point, when he finishes his round, he's at 126. So there's a bunch of stuff that has to happen. I mean, at this point, they're dicing it between like 1 point, 2 points.
Right.
And the final group that comes in, I'm not sure exactly what happened. There's about 6 or 7 things that had to fall into place for him. And he's on his way back home and pops in at 125
on the line.
I mean, yeah. Imagine making a hole in one, shooting 29 on the front, and you got 126. I mean, that would have been hard to recover from.
That's burnt. That burns. That burns. But
so does he get this? Does he get the call, or is he just? Do you think he's monitoring scores on his phone on the way home?
He got a call, according to what I saw. There's a tour executive that calls him because I think he lives close by. The tournament's in Greensboro, and he lives in Raleigh, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. So he said he gets a call and he's screaming. So I mean, imagine being on the interstate next to that guy. You know,
hopefully he wasn't driving at the time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so the Wyndham at Sedgefield Country Club, it started off, there wasn't a whole lot of fireworks, and it just ended. It's just so funny. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was talking with Nate, and I was like, it's just amazing to me. As good as these dudes are, there's not playoffs every week. And I'll be damned if like every week since then, there's been just insane playoffs. And like they were 1 putt away, a 4-foot putt away from breaking the record for the most people in a playoff for first, like ever. There was 6 guys in the playoff, and Russell Henley had a 4-foot putt to par to get in the playoff too. So it would have been 7 dudes. I think if they said if Russell would have holed out, they would have split it into 2 groups. I think that's what they said.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why you can go 6 in a group, but you can't go 7. But I swear they said something like if Russell makes it, they'll split it into 2 groups. But it's like
that's boring.
I agree too.
That would have sucked.
6 dudes playing, 6 pros playing golf at one time is absolute insanity. That is absolutely awesome. And
can you believe it only went 2 holes?
2 holes. I can't
6 guys, and it's over in 2 holes.
And
could have been over in 1 hole. Adam Scott missed a 4-footer to win on the first playoff.
Was it Siwoo? Who missed the short one?
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
On the first,
like a 4-footer. I mean, it was. I don't even know if it was 4 feet because Siwoo got up and down from right outside of Scott's mark. Gave him the read. I mean, was literally this far from Scott's mark. And that was the thing, is even the announcer said, well, this is over. He's getting a read from Siwoo. He's going to know what putt does.
Never over.
It's inside of 4 feet. I mean, it was like 3 feet, 6 inches, and he blows it by 1.5 feet off the right side. I don't know if he shoved it or he played a break. I don't know why you play a break and then firm it 1.5 feet by the hole, but hey.
Dude, tell me Adam Scott missed a putt like under pressure.
The fact that
blows my mind.
Like we talked about, does help with that.
We talked about your putting woes that you've had, Kyle, like you've been trying out different putters and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's a professional golfer. You're not, and he's doing that. And he's gone to the long putter. He's gone back to the short putter. He's gone to the arm lock. He's gone to the chest putter. He's gone to it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Does he still have that stroke lab that looks like an alien spaceship putter?
Yes.
Does he still have that?
Yeah, it's like that big.
God, that's terrible. It's as big as this mic.
It's like the size of this notebook. It's like putting with a notebook.
Just imagine being that good looking and you can't putt.
Boy, he's handsome.
That would suck. Oh, that's gracious. And when he talks, and him in a wetsuit surfing, dude, come on.
Friendship. Let's be friends. Like I want to be his Justin Leonard. I want to be Adam Scott's Justin Leonard.
You want to be his Chihuahua jumping in banana?
Oh, please.
Oh, nice. That's so great.
But then talk about someone you want to be friends with, Kisner. I mean, he said he was telling the guys yeah, this kind of feels like a shootout, at your home club, like a 6 and giggles or something like that.
Another big dip and snuff guy.
Yes, the ain't no hobby kids.
No hobby. So Kisner wins it on the 2nd playoff hole with 6 dudes, I believe.
What I find fantastic is I'd watched the Golf Channel earlier in the week. And I don't know who said it, but they said, watch out for Kisner and Webb Simpson this week because they're from the Carolinas. It's going to be a Carolina boy that wins.
They called it.
Webb was right up there.
They called it on one. And Webb was after day 2. Wasn't he like in the top 5 after day 2 or something?
Yeah,
he was up
finished
there.
like
he
he
was up
finished
there.
within 3 or 4 shots of it. That's what was crazy. There was a dude. He finished 1 shot off, and he came in 8th or 7th or 8th.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Tied for 7th.
Russell Henley would have been tied for
Our
7th.
boy
yeah.
Henley, man, that was tough. Henley's from close by here. We were pulling for him so hard, and and he's the one. He inspired me to change my alarm in the morning. I know y'all saw that when I posted on social media. The 8 o'clock. You're handsome and you're great putter, and you're a great putter. His is like, you're the greatest putter in the world. That's what his says, and that's
Adam
what I got.
Scott.
Except
be
for
a good
on,
idea.
except for on number 18 of the Wyndham Championship.
Yeah, he jinxed himself big time.
Oh wow.
And he almost made the putt. And I think he missed 2 really short ones. I think he missed 2 really short ones.
I only saw the one, and that was at the end. That was just like you said, to get him as being the 7th man in the playoff. And it's funny because
I think he missed like a 2-footer earlier in the round. Like
I had to do a second take because the way he acted after he missed that putt, you would have thought that it was like for the win, and he was just accepting the fact that he was moving on to the playoffs. Like he just raked in the comebacker and shook hands with everybody. And then that's when it hit me. I was like, that just cost him a spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I was watching it and I had the sound down. So I couldn't hear what the announcers were saying. So when he did it, and he just kind of lifted his head, walked over, and then raked it in, picked his ball up, shook hands, and walked off the green. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, he's done. Like he's not moving on.
Lost it right there.
So I don't know if he just held his emotions in check until he got somewhere, and then he went and broke something somewhere else. But he did not look like somebody that had lost it.
No, we hated that. We were all texting. Let's back up. Let's way backtrack. Okay. Let's way backtrack. Like before this round even started. We're going back in time. So apparently, I guess it was weather moving in. They teed off early. They all teed off early, but they did not adjust the TV coverage at all.
Oh,
so we have a 6-man playoff that you're going to have to watch on a delay. It actually might just now be coming up while we're recording this. I don't know. You can't watch this. You couldn't watch it live.
I just got done watching it.
Yeah. So
I just got done watching. I
think it happened at like 2 o'clock. Like I was grilling burgers with my father-in-law while the tournament was ending.
I knew what had happened. But I watched it anyway. It came on. It literally, I think it finished about 6:30 or right before 7.
What a joke. Golf Channel, CBS, y'all dropped the ball big time on this. Like
last tournament of the year.
Y'all are big enough that you could make this happen. You could switch some things around. You can make it happen. You had a 6-man playoff. You tied the record for the most dudes in a playoff ever. Mm-hmm. And you're going to make us have to watch it on a delay after we already know what's going to happen. Like that just made me sick. I was frantically trying to find the live coverage. I had to watch it on my phone, to watch Russell, have his deal at the end, but big dropping of the ball. Hey guys, let's get our act together. We're big. You're big time now. You're big time now. Let's get our act together.
Hey, we got Boo Weekley telling stories that never been told. You guys can adjust your coverage as a huge media network. Good gracious.
Well, I've said that for years. Like, there's no need. You don't have to have announcers at all times. Like, if they would just give an option, if you would, like, when some of the people, like Boo said, there's some players you just want to watch, like people that we have, a personal connection with, or people that we are just fans of, such as the Boo Weekleys of the world. So I don't even understand why they can't. There's no kind of special programming on something like Golf Channel. Just run the cameras, man. I don't have to have an announcer on there. Just run you do that with like the Masters feeds. Like you can watch Amen Corner and there's no announcer. Like you're just watching people play golf.
Awesome. Yeah.
Like if they're going to be there, just turn the cameras on. Let the true golf fans just sit around and watch golf.
But they were there. That's the thing. The announcers were there. Like it's recorded. Like if you go watch it right now, it's recorded. Like just move everything, like flip everything around. 60 Minutes is fired up right now because 60 Minutes doesn't get cut into Well, it may actually make it cut into. I don't know. If it went into a playoff, like you had a chance to not make the 60 minutes people mad, and you screwed up. You dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But so
who knew? Kyle's a big
Yeah,
60 minutes guy.
yeah. No, I just know that I get on Twitter, and 60 minutes people just eat golfers up. They get so mad on Twitter.
If you're a big
to
60
find out
minute-
about this lady that was kidnapped 12 years ago, and whatever.
I want to find out about the salmon that made it back to spawn at its original place and that feature that they do.
If you're a big 60 minutes guy though, and another playoff, oh my gosh.
Not another.
Hey, put the casserole back in the oven. We can't watch yet.
That's it. Now I got to go to bed at 8:40 instead of going to bed at 8:30.
Oh man.
Yeah, because people who watch 60 minutes, that's the last part of their night. They're done after that.
Yeah.
They got it. I mean, it's in the title. They got 60 minutes, and then it's time to go to bed. I got it planned out. Golf. Don't screw it up. But,
They got that in Golden Girls DVR.
yeah. Oh man. But yeah, so Kevin Kisner, we're all big fans of him. He wins it. That should shoot him up on the shoot him way up, help him up in the Ryder Cup standings. I still don't know him being a captain's pick on this course. It's so freaking long, and it's going to be windy and this, that, and the other. He's a great match play guy, but like that course is big, and I don't know. We'll just have to see. It's definitely going to shoot him up there in the standings. We'll be pulling for him because we really like Kevin. He seems like he's one of our kind of guys for sure.
Kuchar got in the top
Southern
125. That kind of sucks.
Kuchar snuck in.
Yeah, we were gonna do you could replace somebody from outside the top 125 with somebody inside the 125. But we really just did that so we could all be like, "Yeah, Kuchar, you're out.
Get him out of here."
We didn't have time last week, but so now he's in.
We'll do that.
That's all right. We'll do that in the week. We'll do that for the top 70. We'll do that for this coming weekend.
Maybe we could do one every week. Yeah,
that'd be great. All the way to the end. Well, hey, everybody, be sure go back and listen to the Boo Weekley interview. Like, you won't believe it. Like, you'll be listening to this, and you're like, there's no way he knows that more than like 5 people are going to listen to this interview. Like, he just literally tells everything.
He tells it like it is. He doesn't
It's
hide anything.
Go back and listen to it.
I hope he takes our advice, Kyle, which was, he said his worst part of his game is his putting. And if he takes one of those Sweetrollz putter grips, he could probably fix all that.
Yeah. Go Sweetrollz golf with a Z, Sweetrollz golf with a Z.com. Use Dadbod, coupon code Dadbod20, take 20% off your order. They got awesome, the bigger putter grips, cool prints on them. They're starting to restock the website. They have awesome hats. Check them out, sweetrollzgolf.com.
You can get a hat that matches your putter grip. Yes, I went there today because I was looking at getting a putter grip. Is that what you did? You got it to match?
Yes.
Because I wanted to get the Hawaiian flowers. I wanted to get that. And yeah. I wanted.
I'm a big color coordination guy. Big color coordination guy.
Careful.
Yeah, I stumbled up over that. It's the top button. I ran out of options.
Your Adam's apple got caught up in your button.
Yeah, not exactly. An issue.
There you go.
Also, we are on Facebook.
So
we have a Facebook page. We're going to be bringing all of our content there. All of our links to episodes will be there. YouTube links will be in there. There's a lot of chatter in the comments already. So if you want to come, talk a little trash with us.
You can make fun of us. We make fun of each other. Those of you that have come there, you've seen that we make fun of each other. Nate, what do your shorts look like tonight? How short are they? You good?
What?
You're not wearing any pants right now, are you?
No, this is straight anchor man, dude. Come on.
Pantsless. Love it. Hey, subscribe to our YouTube. And we'll do this stuff like this. We'll do it live where you can chat with us. If the more subscriptions we get, we can chat live. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube now, TikTok, Dadbod Golf Pod. Email us, dadbodgolfpod@gmail.com. Rate, subscribe, review us on the Apple Podcast app. If you leave a good review, we'll read it out loud. The more that we get, the more reviews, the more 5-star reviews that we get, the better we'll show up in the search rankings, things like that. It definitely helps. And then y'all just keep listening. Keep following us. Keep chatting it up with us. Keep chirping at us. We appreciate
Yes,
it. This
we
is
do.
so much fun. Check out our sponsors. Make sure to support them so they can support us. And you got the Swannies up there. Yes, sir.
Got Swannies, got Sweetrollz. You're gonna have to bring your putter in next time so you show everybody your Sweetrollz grip.
I'll bring it in next time. But hey, catch us next time. Appreciate it again.
Dadbod Golf Pod.
Always stroking.